So let us continue again what we left for. Now, so what will happen if you have a stock storage? If you want to have a large kitchen or a restaurant, this one you couldn't put it around the let's say this is your kitchen and this is assembly, this is a little island like usual, and you should put this is the hallway, you should put your stock storage here. So it was separated from the working station. Okay, because this has maybe you can say this is still energy and this is a moving energy. Okay, so you have a lot of rack here, rack, cabinet, and maybe cupboard. And the question is how to transfer these things into the cure table. You need a tools that have a wheel there in order to transfer. And how big is it? The question is how big is it? Okay, so this is number one. We talked about the area before, the assembly, distance, weight, shape, and number two we talked about the stock storage. And there is more kinds and a lot more kinds of troubles. So for example is let's make our mapping here. Example is if this you're going to wash here, washing area, and you need to wash every kind of utensils, then you need to move around to the washing. But how about machines? Now you need to put the machines and your warehouse or your stock storage at the same area. Okay, so this one is yin, which is stillness. They don't move anywhere. And this is a moving one, moving, and this is still, non-moving. And the question here, how to wash all the features here. So after look at this once again. I will draw it here. This kind of window, yeah, just need to put the features here. And this is the stock storage here. So you need to move the machines here by using some kind of cart here to this part of your kitchen. After that you are going to wash it and reuse again, and after that you are going to move again into the storage. It was so long way to do. So how to solve this problem? How to solve this problem? Maybe a cabinet that you have, because this is two-dimensional way. How about we perceive the layers, the upper layer, middle layer, and the lower ones. These ones were the table, assembly, stove, and this one's going to be a seasoning, utensil, and what was for this rack for? Yeah, and to hang this may be a stock But to hang the upper level here, let's see, let me see here. Hang it, which means you don't need to drill the wall, which costs so much expense to do so. Is this efficient to do in our kitchen? So the answer is it's depend on the user. So instead of having very stylish things like this is stove and this is utensils and this is just a stock boxes, why don't we just use some kind of big rack cabinet that store all our needs? Why? Because we need to once again plies and mice the things first. So you need to plies and mice everything from our warehouse here to the assembly table first. So there is no need to move around like using a cart like this. But the cart itself is very useful if you place it here, but you cannot block the way. So this is how way you cannot don't block it by carts. So if you are a professional, you need to buy a kitchen cart for logistics. Wait a second. So there is another question. Where's the oven? Big oven. Yeah, you should understand there is a lot of tools, a lot of burner here, oven, stove, maybe something like pressure cooker or maybe a burning ones. So many kinds to cook. Where should we put this one? That's the question. Where should I move around my room? That's the interior design problem. Where's the chair?